Yamaha Majesty 400 filter. Had an idea to change it so you can use foam instead of the paper filter. This makes it cleanable, so you don't have to keep buying these dang filters, which are expensive. So this is what I did. Bought some Unifilter foam filter, and it's the dense kind, so it's we'll pick up the small particles, and it's 5/8. Find that on Amazon or anywhere. Took the original filter, carefully, I took a razor blade and just cut around the edges without touching the screen on the back. Pull out the paper, and then you can kind of see some remnants. I carefully cleaned out all the paper. Cut the foam filter to fit just a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger there, a little bit bigger on the edges. Use foam filter oil of some sort. I just have Bel Ray foam filter oil spray. Spray it down and then work it in real good. Just rub it in real good. This is just like dirt bike filters. And I put 2 layers in there, which can just build this up perfectly. And then how to retain it I was kind of thinking, what can you do to make it easy to retain? This was my idea, was just to take small drill bit and drill a small hole on each end. Then I took just baling wire, which every shop usually has, just baling wire. And ran it through that. I'll push the foam down, ran the wire through, push it down, and poke it through. So it's just below where the filter level is, which is perfect. And then just put a little bend in it just so it doesn't back out, but it's not going anywhere. And since this is baling wire, it'll rust. So when I'm doing the foam filter oil, I just rub that wire down real good, make it nice and oily. If you get aluminum, just get some aluminum, then you don't have to worry about that. I don't have it, I just grabbed what I had in the shop. I might come back and make something else. So as a test run, I think this is perfect. This will retain the filter good enough on this side, because it's drawing from the other side. And I was able to cut that out so I didn't damage the backfire screen here at all, which acts as a foam holder. Perfect. So now, instead of having to replace the whole thing, you just take this, just slide it out, it just slides out, pinch the filter up, wash it, and just wash it with, just light dish soap, rinse it real good, dry it, a little more foam filter oil. Then I forgot to mention, all around the edges, you grease it. You want to grease these edges just to make sure no air is going to squeak through these, like the corners and all the edges. And once you grease it, when you clean it, you won't have to renew all the grease. There'll still be some in there. And just carefully poke it in there. And that's 2 layers of that foam. So it gives you about 1.25 inches. Nice, thick foam layer. I think this will do better filtering. It'll flow at least as good as that paper, if not better. And all you gotta do is keep cleaning it. This Unifilter stuff's good. This will last a long time if you take care of it. So now on the big side. The big side, what I ended up doing was I took the screen off so I could cut the air, the paper filter out more cleanly. I might not do that next time. And then I just screwed it on. No big deal. The problem is these screws now are on the inside, so if they fall out, they'll rattle around and get in your engine possibly. So I'm going to coat these with silicone, make sure they don't go anywhere. And they're pretty tight, so probably won't. And then on this side, there are screw holes here, so I just made an aluminum retainer. That should be fine. In hindsight, probably what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the wire technique. I think drilling a hole and running a wire across. Probably do 3 wires on this one. And then you can just pull them out, take the filter out. I think I'm going to come back and do that. Same theory here. Carefully take the paper out, grease the edges. Make sure you got this foam filter oil. You can see how I've really worked it in to make it as even as possible. That's just a little grease there. And 2 layers. That's what it looks like with a backfire screen. So now, the way it is now, I'll just take these 2 screws out, pick the filter out, clean it, re-oil it, put it back in, make sure a little grease on the edge, screw it on, done, clean filter. So this will last a long time. I think this was my resolve. This is how I'm going to do it. I love my Majesty scooter, and I'm going to keep it, ride it, but I want it to last. Got to keep these filters clean. I think this is a good alternative. Take a little time, do it right the first time, and once you get everything nice and square, then now you can feel safe that you got clean air and you can clean the filter, and it's better than original. Alright guys, that's my opinion. Hope it works for everybody else.